Hey guys, so welcome back, and today we are going to be talking about the new 2020 Toyota Supra. It's been kind of a hot topic ever since it came out, and kind of a sensitive topic because people are mad that the Supra is the way it is now. And so today, this video is I asked myself 9 questions about the MK5 Supra. This is all my opinion, and like buttholes, everyone's got one. So, you know, don't get mad just because it's my opinion. So, number 1 is, do I like the new Supra? After letting it kind of marinate a little bit, I do. I actually do like it a lot. I like the design cues of it. I like how they did kind of bring in a little bit of the FT1 into the actual production model, and I think overall, I think it's going to be a good car and kind of compete well in its market. And basically, yeah, I mean, yeah, I do like it. I do like the new Supra. I think it's pretty exciting that a Supra has finally come back out, because this means that I might have a chance in actually getting one, you know, instead of paying the outrageous numbers for a Mark IV, which I don't understand. Number 2, what do you think of the Toyota and BMW collaboration? I don't mind it because this isn't the first time that Toyota's kind of worked with another company, hence Subaru. Back in the day, Lotus and Toyota working with Yamaha with some of the 2JZs. I think it's kind of a smart move because, you know, BMW, you know, they claim to be the ultimate driving machine. So it kind of makes sense. I like how they still kept the, kind of like, the traditional formula of rear wheel drive and a turbo inline 6. The B58 is actually a great engine. Even when it was an N55, that was a great engine as well. It's going to be very, very tuner friendly, and I'm excited to see it. I know a lot of people are kind of hesitant because of BMW reliability and everything, and I get that. My only problem with the BMW collaboration is that they kind of went more into the interior, and I'm not excited about that because I'm kind of worried that after a few years that the interior is going to start smelling like old crayons. Are you mad that it's not like the Mark IV? No, I'm not, because the way I've looked at it is that, you know, each version of the Supra kind of fit its period. Like the Mark I was perfect for 70s Japanese cars. The Mark II was perfect for early 80s Japanese sports cars. The Mark III was perfect for late 80s, early 90s era of Japanese sports cars. The Mark IV was so 90s, it fit the 90s up until the early 2000s. You know, it fit the era perfectly. And I think the Mark V is doing that for this era as well. You know, working with companies, you know, all the technology and how, you know, basically the sports car formula of being a 2-seater, front engine, rear wheel drive, that kind of formula is kind of, in my eyes, kind of popular nowadays. And I think it does fit. And going back to like the BMW collaboration, I really think that they should have not used the new Z4 chassis. I really wish they had used the 4 Series chassis, just because the Supra, you know, back in the day has always been like this kind of, not really a super sports car, just kind of a sporty GT car. That's what I've always seen it as. And I really don't think about the Mark IV Supra. I personally think about the Mark III, just because I like pop-up headlights and I love the shape of the Mark III better. Number 4, do you think the Supra Lineage is dead? No, I don't. I think I kind of answered that in question 3. I think it's kind of silly to think that. This is just a modern Supra, kind of like the new NSX. You know, the new NSX is literally a cheaper version of a Porsche 918, you know, a hypercar. It's not as fast, but it does almost all the same things, and for a fraction of the price. So I think it's perfect for the era, and I don't think it's killing the Supra lineage. What could have been better? I think Toyota probably should not have overhyped it as much and kept this kind of kept this going on for so long, because honestly, like, the reveal was very underwhelming. You know, it wasn't what everyone kind of expected. Well, I mean, everyone kind of knew what it already looked like, but it's like, I don't know. I just think it being so overhyped just kind of ruins the car just a smudge, just because, you know, the way the internet is, like, you can't hide something anymore, like, unless you have a bazillion like firewalls and security measures, but otherwise you really can't not know anything nowadays. So honestly, I think they could have marketed it a little better and could have just done better with trying to keep it a secret and not, you know, have it go on for so long, because that got annoying. It's just like, oh look, a Toyota Supra stock car. Why? Number 6. Are you mad it's not the FT1? No, I'm not. I'm not mad at all about it, because the FT1 is basically was basically a hypercar. To me, that was kind of a Toyota version of the Lexus LFA, and honestly, I think if Toyota had actually built the FT1, I don't think people would even buy it. It would just be an incredibly overpriced Toyota, and you know, the LFA did not even do that well either. So I think that would have been, I think it's smart that they didn't build the FT1, but I also think that, you know, I think they could have gone a little bit crazier with the new Supra. I'm okay with it not being the FT1. You know, it's a little bit more obtainable, and you know, it'll be a little bit more affordable as well. Will you get one? I don't know. Honestly, I think I wouldn't mind having one. I think it'd be kind of cool. I mean, it kind of like Adam LZ actually brought this up perfectly, where it was an automotive hype beast. You know, an automotive hype beast with, you know, like with the new Nissan GT, with the GTR, and you know, now the Supra. You know, people were like, yeah, I own a Supra, yeah, I own a GTR. And it's like, to me, not really. I think it's cool. It's like, yeah, it's cool, kind of cool to say like, yeah, I finally own a Supra. But some people might, you know, argue like, well, it's not a real Supra. It's like, yeah, it kind of is. Like, prime example is, you know, the Mustang. You know, people will argue that an EcoBoost Mustang or a V6 Mustang isn't a real Mustang. And it's like, no matter how you look at it, it's still a Mustang. It still has the Mustang badge. It still says Mustang on the interior and everything else. You know, would I personally own a EcoBoost Mustang? No. Would I own a V6 Mustang? Probably. But doesn't mean I'm not going to go up to an EcoBoost owner or even a V6 owner and say like, you don't have a real Mustang. It's like, that is probably the most douchiest thing to do to someone. And you know, honestly, if I were to buy one, it would only be because I actually genuinely liked the car and, you know, handled well, performed well. And looking at performance numbers for the Supra compared to the Mark IV, it's better. And honestly, it's the same price. So, and honestly, I know they're just jokes, but I keep seeing people like, you know, I can't wait for the new Supra to come out and see people 2J swap them. It's like, okay, good luck. Number 8, do you think it will hold its value? I don't think it will. I think the only thing that will keep its value is the fact that it's branded as a Toyota Supra. Just because, you know, it's with BMW, and then kind of the way it's been hyped up and all this other crap, I just don't think that it will hold its value when it hits the used market. I think you don't know. I mean, we don't really know what happens until we start seeing them, you know, on the market, you know, and then when someone's like, I don't want it anymore, and they, you know, trade in for something else, and then we start seeing them used. So I don't know, we'll see. I personally don't think it'll hold its value very well. The only thing that'll keep its value is the fact that it's branded as a Supra. But we'll see what happens. And number 9, is this your opinion? Yes, this is all my opinion, and please don't get butthurt over it. It's just an opinion. So let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm still pretty excited. I'm actually really happy that the new Supra is out, and I really hope to see some of them on the road when they come out. Thank you guys for watching. See you next time. Peace out.